The year is 1745. Turin, capital of the Duchy of Viridia, glittered under a sky thick with anticipation. Queen Isabella, a woman whose beauty was as legendary as her sharp political mind, prepared for her annual masquerade ball. The palace, a breathtaking monument to Baroque excess, pulsed with a feverish energy. Gilt-framed mirrors reflected 1,000 flickering candle flames, casting dancing shadows that writhed like phantoms across the ornate walls. The air thrummed with the melodies of a hidden orchestra, a counterpoint to the murmur of hushed conversations laced with the potent brew of courtly intrigue and simmering political tensions. The Habsburgs, ever watchful, cast long shadows over the Savoyard court, their influence a palpable presence in the very air. Tonight, however, Isabella intended to eclipse even the Habsburgs' considerable power. Her emerald gown, a masterpiece of shimmering silk and delicate embroidery, was a testament to her wealth and authority. Each thread, meticulously woven with silver and gold, whispered of her unwavering resolve. Little did she know, these threads held a far more sinister secret. As the Queen gracefully entered the ballroom, a vision of regal splendor, the first hints of the impending tragedy began to surface. A subtle tremor in her usually steady hand, a fleeting wave of nausea. Then, a sharp, piercing pain that seized her mid-dance. The music stuttered, the laughter died on the courtiers' lips. Isabella's carefully constructed facade crumbled. She gasped, a strangled cry escaping her lips as violent spasms racked her body. Her breath hitched, turning into ragged gasps as a torrent of vomit erupted, staining the opulent marble floor. The vibrant emerald of her gown was now starkly contrasted by the ashen pallor of her face, and the creeping blisters that bloomed across her décolletage like macabre blossoms. A horrifying silence descended upon the ballroom, broken only by the frantic whispers of horrified onlookers and the clatter of her pearls, scattered across the floor like fallen stars, marking the beginning of a terrible, unfolding tragedy. This masquerade, meant to be a celebration of power, would instead become a gruesome spectacle, a prelude to a scandal that would shake the very foundations of the kingdom. The whispers, once of political maneuvering, now turned to the chilling murmur of death. The investigation, a slow burn of discovery and deception, was about to begin. The question of who orchestrated this heinous act, and why, hung heavy in the air, a poisoned breath that would linger long after the last guest had fled the scene. The ballroom, moments ago a scene of dazzling opulence, transformed into a tableau of terror. Isabella's once regal form was now contorted in agony. Her screams, initially sharp and piercing, devolved into strangled gasps as the poison worked its insidious magic. Blisters, now the size of coins, erupted across her skin, their fiery red a stark contrast to the emerald of her death-dealing gown. Her eyes, once sparkling with vitality, rolled back in her head, leaving only the vacant stare of oblivion. The air, thick with the scent of perfume and powder, now carried the acrid stench of fear and impending doom. Panic erupted like wildfire. Courtiers, their masks of composure shattered, scattered like frightened doves, their elegant whispers replaced by shrieks of horror. The music, once so vibrant, died a sudden, abrupt death, leaving behind only the frantic pounding of hearts and the chilling silence of impending mortality. The polished marble floor, moments ago reflecting 1,000 lights, now mirrored the ashen pallor of the dying queen. Amidst the chaos, 3 figures emerged, their presence a beacon of order in the storm of despair. Brother Michael, a monk known for his keen intellect and sharp eye for detail, surveyed the scene with an unnerving calmness. His keen gaze, accustomed to the shadows of confessionals, missed nothing. Dr. Andreas, the court physician, his face etched with grim determination, fought a losing battle against the relentless poison, his remedies as futile as prayers against a vengeful God. He recognized the symptoms immediately. A horrifying familiarity with arsenic poisoning etched itself upon his features. Finally, there was Lady Beatrice, a lady-in-waiting whose sharp wit and observant nature were as renowned as her exquisite embroidery. She, more than most, had noticed the subtle imperfections in the queen's gown, slight inconsistencies in the weave, an almost imperceptible discoloration near the hem. Her keen eye for detail, often employed in assessing courtly fashions, now served a far grimmer purpose. These three, each with their unique skills and perspectives, would be the unlikely heroes in the investigation, determined to unravel the dark threads of a conspiracy that had claimed the life of a queen and threatened to plunge the kingdom into a maelstrom of violence and retribution. Their journey into the heart of this dark conspiracy would lead them through a labyrinth of secrets and lies, exposing a web of deceit that reached the highest echelons of power. While the court dissolved into a maelstrom of grief and suspicion, Brother Michael, a man whose life was dedicated to observing the human soul, began his own meticulous investigation. His keen eyes, honed by years spent discerning truth from falsehood in the confessional, noticed details others overlooked. The frantic rush to attend to the queen had left behind a trail of clues, subtle yet damning. The discarded remnants of the queen's magnificent emerald gown lay slumped on the floor, a tragic testament to its lethal properties. Nearby, scattered amidst the chaos, were the pearls from Isabella's necklace, pearls that, in their pristine perfection, seemed to mock the grotesque scene unfolding around them. Brother Michael's gaze lingered on these scattered gems, their luminous surface reflecting the flickering candlelight. It was a seemingly insignificant detail, yet to his trained eye it spoke volumes. The pearls, he observed, were unusually clean, devoid of the grime and dust that would naturally accumulate on objects lying on the floor of a bustling ballroom. This meticulous observation sparked a crucial deduction. The pearls hadn't been casually dropped, they had been deliberately placed there. This subtle act, this calculated arrangement, suggested a deliberate attempt to stage a scene, to create a specific narrative. His mind, a labyrinth of logic and deduction, began to weave a tapestry of suspicion. The speed and severity of the queen's demise, the unusual symptoms, and now, the meticulous placement of the pearls, all pointed towards one terrifying conclusion: poison. And not just any poison, but a poison administered with a chilling precision, a poison that had been carefully concealed within something seemingly innocuous, something as beautiful and deceptive as the queen's gown itself. The initial suspicion, therefore, naturally fell upon the opulent emerald garment. Its shimmering threads, once symbols of royal power, now held the horrifying secret of a meticulously planned assassination. The investigation was far from over, but Brother Michael, with his keen observation and unwavering logic, had set the stage for a far deeper and more sinister unveiling. The path forward, however, was fraught with danger, leading into a treacherous world of courtly intrigue and deadly secrets. The investigation into Queen Isabella's death led Brother Michael and his companions down a rabbit hole of clandestine operations and alchemical treachery. The emerald dye, the seemingly innocuous source of the queen's demise, was far from a simple pigment. It was a carefully concocted poison, the result of a sinister alchemy practiced in the shadowed corners of Turin. The process, painstaking and secretive, involved a network of conspirators operating within the city's underbelly. Disgraced dyers, their skills honed by years of manipulating color and texture, were recruited by a shadowy cabal. These artisans, masters of their craft, were tasked with infusing the emerald dye with finely powdered arsenic, a substance known for its slow, agonizing effects. The arsenic, obtained through clandestine channels, was meticulously mixed with the dye, its deadly presence masked by the vibrant green hue. The conspirators, driven by the machinations of the Habsburg-Savoy conflict, saw Isabella as an obstacle to their political ambitions. Her growing influence threatened to shift the delicate balance of power, jeopardizing their carefully laid plans. Isabella's death, they reasoned, was a necessary sacrifice, a dark ritual to secure their own ambitions. The operation was a masterpiece of clandestine planning. Each step was shrouded in secrecy, each conspirator aware of their role within the larger scheme. The dyers, sworn to secrecy under threat of dire consequences, worked in hidden workshops, their activities masked by the city's bustling commerce. The seamstresses, carefully selected for their loyalty and discretion, meticulously wove the poisoned threads into the queen's gown, their nimble fingers unknowingly weaving a tapestry of death. Their actions, though seemingly innocuous, served a dark purpose, a testament to the conspirators' meticulous planning and chilling efficiency. The beauty of the gown was a cruel deception, a mask concealing the deadly secret at its core. Unraveling this complex web of conspiracy would require more than just keen observation. It would require courage, determination, and a willingness to confront the darkest corners of human ambition. Arsenic, a poison both subtle and insidious, played its deadly hand in the queen's demise. Its initial effects were subtle, almost imperceptible, mimicking common ailments. A slight nausea, a fleeting dizziness, perhaps a touch of feverish heat. But as the poison worked its insidious way through Isabella's system, the symptoms escalated with horrifying speed. The vibrant flush of her cheeks gave way to an ashen pallor, her breath becoming ragged and shallow. The elegant pearls around her neck seemed to mock the grotesque blisters that erupted across her skin, their fiery red a stark contrast to the emerald of her death-dealing gown. The poison's relentless assault on her body was a gruesome spectacle. Foaming at the mouth, a chilling symptom of arsenic's corrosive power, became a macabre display. Her stomach convulsed in agony, her body racked with violent spasms. The once regal queen was reduced to a broken vessel, her magnificent form consumed by the poison's relentless grip. Her final moments were filled with excruciating pain, a slow, agonizing dance with death orchestrated by the insidious properties of arsenic. The tragic irony lay in the fact that the very substance intended to enhance Isabella's beauty became the instrument of her demise. This dark tale echoes even today, reminding us of the enduring dangers of heavy metals in cosmetics and beauty products. The allure of beauty, the desire for perfection, has always carried a risk, a shadow lurking behind the veneer of elegance. Isabella's story stands as a chilling reminder of the lethal consequences when unchecked ambition and the pursuit of superficial enhancements intertwine with deadly substances. Her death, a horrifying culmination of centuries-old practices, serves as a potent warning, its legacy a ghastly reminder of the hidden dangers lurking in the seemingly innocent world of cosmetics and beauty. The poison's insidious dance of death, while rooted in the 18th century, continues to resonate with a chilling timelessness. The scattered pearls, those symbols of regal elegance and pristine beauty, took on a sinister significance in the aftermath of Queen Isabella's demise. Their immaculate condition, a stark contrast to the gruesome scenes surrounding them, served as a potent symbol of the deceptive nature of appearances within the court. These pearls, once adorning a queen, now lay scattered on the marble floor, mirroring the shattered illusion of safety and security that had permeated the Viridian court. The opulence of the masquerade ball, a swirling vortex of silks, jewels, and masked faces, stood in stark contrast to the gruesome reality of the queen's death. The vibrant music, the laughter, the carefully choreographed dancesalle were rendered grotesque by the stark reality of poison and betrayal. The glittering masks, designed to conceal identity and foster intrigue, now seemed to represent the hypocrisy and hidden malice that lurked beneath the surface of courtly life. The meticulously crafted gowns, symbols of status and power, were revealed to be potential instruments of death. The discarded pearls, in their pristine perfection, could be interpreted as a symbol of lost innocence, a reminder of the shattered trust that once existed within the court. They represented the naive belief in the inviolability of the queen, the assumption that such a heinous act could never occur within the hallowed halls of the palace. The pearls, scattered like fallen stars, mirrored the fractured loyalty and broken alliances that had paved the way for Isabella's assassination. Their presence, seemingly insignificant yet deeply symbolic, served as a poignant reminder of the deceptive nature of appearances, a testament to the dark undercurrents that flowed beneath the veneer of courtly elegance. The contrast between the opulent beauty of the masquerade and the gruesome reality of the Queen's death highlighted the fragility of life and the pervasive nature of betrayal within the seemingly impenetrable walls of power. The assassination of Queen Isabella was not merely a crime of passion, it was a calculated act of political maneuvering, a deadly game played out on the grand stage of the Habsburg-Savoy conflict. The seemingly innocuous emerald gown, a symbol of royal authority and elegance, became a weapon of mass destruction, a testament to the lengths to which political rivals would go to achieve their goals. The intricate embroidery, once admired for its beauty, now revealed itself as a sinister design, each thread a step closer to the Queen's demise. The investigation, led by Brother Michael, the physician, and the lady-in-waiting, unearthed a vast conspiracy that extended far beyond the immediate perpetrators. The network of disgraced dyers, corrupted seamstresses, and alchemical miscreants formed a shadowy cabal, their actions driven by political ambition and the promise of substantial rewards. Their meticulous planning, their unwavering loyalty to their unseen masters, revealed the chilling depth of their commitment to this dark enterprise. The investigation uncovered a web of secret meetings, coded messages, and clandestine transactions, all orchestrated to ensure the success of their deadly plot. Fashion, in this instance, served as a potent political weapon. The Queen's gown, meticulously crafted and infused with a deadly poison, became a symbol of the ruthless power struggles that characterized the Habsburg-Savoy rivalry. The seemingly innocuous act of dressing became a lethal performance, a deadly ballet of political intrigue and murder. The investigation revealed the extent of the conspiracy, showcasing the lengths to which some would go to manipulate events and gain political advantage. The Queen's death, therefore, was not just a personal tragedy. It was a political assassination, a grim reminder of the dark side of power and the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition. The threads of the conspiracy, once carefully hidden, were now laid bare, revealing the full extent of the plot and the chilling truth behind the Queen's untimely demise. The investigation into Queen Isabella's murder yielded a chilling harvest. The conspirators, a shadowy network of ambitious nobles and unscrupulous artisans, were unmasked, their carefully constructed facade of loyalty and respectability shattered. Their punishment was swift and brutal, a stark reflection of the gravity of their crime. The disgraced dyers and corrupted seamstresses, the architects of the Queen's demise, met their end in the cold grip of justice, their lives extinguished as cruelly as the life they had so callously taken. The alchemists, purveyors of the deadly dye, faced the full wrath of the law, their knowledge and skills, once prized, now condemned as instruments of death. The legacy of the poisoned gown extends far beyond the immediate consequences of the assassination. It serves as a chilling reminder of the enduring power of political ambition, a force capable of driving individuals to commit the most heinous acts. The seemingly impenetrable walls of the Viridian court were exposed as fragile barriers, easily breached by the insidious currents of betrayal and greed. Isabella's death, a ghastly tableau of opulence and horror, stands as a testament to the dark side of power, a cautionary tale whispered through the ages. The echo of the Queen's final moments, the agonizing pain, the grotesque symptoms, the chilling silence that followed her demise continues to resonate, leaving a lingering sense of Gothic horror. Her story, a dark tapestry woven with threads of betrayal, ambition, and murder, serves as a somber reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked power and the enduring allure of political intrigue. The emerald gown, once a symbol of regal splendor, now stands as a macabre monument to the ultimate price of political ambition. Its legacy a haunting testament to the enduring darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most glittering courts. The chilling tale of Queen Isabella's demise serves as a timeless warning, a ghastly echo reverberating through the halls of history.